Okay, you ready? All right, so this is the Palm Pre. Let me get this up here in case somebody else wants to watch. So this is the Palm Pre. It's our designers, our industrial designers, when they're working on the hardware, look to nature for inspiration on this. So they wanted to, they thought of a river stone, a very polished, smooth river stone. And so you'll notice that the device has no sharp corners. It's all very smooth edges. It fits really nicely in the palm of your hand. It's a really beautiful, comfortable feel. We have a touchscreen that extends all the way down to this center button. It's 79 millimeter diagonal. It's half VGA, 320 by 480. And it's multi-touch. On the side, we have volume up, down buttons. On the back, we have a 3 megapixel camera with LED flash. It has extended depth of field software, which it helps with focusing both on close items and distant items. Speaker for your speakerphone calls and for audio, so if you want to listen to music. On this side, we have a micro USB port, which you can connect to a desktop system. When you do that on the desktop, this will just look like another drive, and you can bring files over quite easily. You just drag them over. It's got an 8 gigs of storage. On the top, can you see the top? On the top, we've got a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So you can listen to that with headphones that come with the device, or you can pop in your fancy noise canceling Bose headphones or something. The ringer on off switch, this has been traditional with Palm devices, so you can easily just mute all the sounds on your phone. And then the power switch is right here, and a light tap on that will put it into sleep mode. If you hold it, you can go into airplane mode or turn the device off. Now we've got 802.11 B&G wireless support, as well as UMTS, dual UMTS, and it's dual UMTS HS DPA 3.6.
Okay.
Does that answer your? Is that? Yeah. Good. Okay. With quad band GSM Edge, and then we've got Bluetooth on here as well. Bluetooth 2.1 with ERD and stereo support also. And there's GPS with third-party term return. And then it also has a Texas Instruments OMAP 3430 processor. This is the first smartphone to use that processor. It's very powerful. So that's the basic hardware overview. So would you like to go in and we'll start talking about the software now?
Yes.
So as you can see, big beautiful wallpaper. That half VGA really brings the colors out. Up here at the top we have your standard kind of data icons. That's a part of the touch screen, but it's sectioned off in a different color. It almost looks like it's part of the hardware, and that's so you can keep the focus on the stuff that's important. We don't have big clunky icons hanging down. At the bottom here we have the quick launcher. These are my favorite icons, and I can change this up. I can move other ones in, but that's so I can easily just pop into the things that I use the most. So let's go ahead and take a look at contacts. So this is the contacts application, and I can just simply scroll around very nicely. One tap and I can get in and see the details of my contact. Now, because we extend this touchscreen all the way down to the button area, that introduces what we call a whole new gesture area. So I can just simply put my finger down here and swipe. My finger keeps sticking because I'm hot, but hold on. And it swipes back. So I can come in again, and see you'll notice that we actually light up when we get on the touch bar, and so it responds to you and lets you know that it's almost organic, really. Another gesture we have is the launch gesture. So I can swipe up and bring up the launcher, and I can see my favorite application, some of my other applications. And notice that the launcher itself goes over the application. You can see the application underneath it. It's almost like a pane of glass. So I tap Photos, for example, and my Photos application comes up, and I can look at all my images. And let's start here. And it can zoom up nicely. I can very smoothly just move back and forth. I can do a double tap and zoom in. I can hold and drag the picture around, double tap and zoom back out. So it's very nice. If I bring the launcher up again, I can go into notes, work on my grocery list. So I can just go and add a new entry at any point with a nice keyboard. I should have shown you the keyboard. Yeah. That would have been nice. Huh? So I can say food. Hit enter and go back, and my list will remain up to date. My data is automatically saved. So when I want to do, now let's say I want to get back to my favorite icons, but I don't want to go up and try to hunt them in the launcher. I can do yet another gesture, which is a little more advanced. I can put down my finger down here on the gesture bar, drag up, and I have a nice quick launcher. Nice animation. And all I have to do is let go, and I come back to contacts. So now that's all very nice, and we, of course, love what we've done here, but it's not quite enough. And we work in a world with desktops, and it should be easy to run applications and organize applications just like we do on the desktop. And so we needed a metaphor for that. And the ones that they have on the desktop weren't quite good enough. So we thought of the idea of a deck